A pair of fiery red mandibles snaps violently shut, barely missing the black ant scout as she dives beneath the weeping mountain of a fallen peach. Kicking a glob of sticky amber nectar into the enemy's eyes, the scout scrambles up a towering grass blade, her life hanging by a thread.
Help! We need reinforcements!
Her desperate cry crashes into the subterranean tunnels, where the scarred black ant captain instantly ignites the colony into a roaring war machine. A specialized expeditionary force gathers at the threshold. Their polished carapaces gleam like obsidian armor under the rising sun. The black ant captain signals the start of the march. They descend from the mound into a forest of grass.
Into the grass. Move, move, move.
The ground is a labyrinth of mossy canyons. Every route requires constant vigilance from the black ant captain and her squad. They reach a vast puddle, a shimmering inland sea. The water reflects the sky in a blinding, dangerous glare.
All right, soldiers. The objective is the water. Move out! Yes, Captain. Forward!
Ants link their legs together, forming a sturdy chain. They stretch across the abyss, allowing others to pass safely. The terrain turns into a desert of scorching sand. Sharp pebbles threaten to damage their delicate, obsidian limbs. A shadow looms as a massive dragonfly descends. Its wings thunder like a low-flying aircraft above the column. The column freezes in perfect unison. They blend into the shadows of a weathered stone until the predator leaves. They continue their advance through a dense thicket. The air is thick with the scent of damp earth and decay. A black ant scout signals a warning. A rogue spider web vibrates with the struggle of a trapped beetle. They carefully navigate the perimeter of the web. They avoid the sticky traps that could end their mission instantly. The heat of the midday sun takes its toll. Climbing a fallen branch feels like scaling a massive mountain. They reach a clearing where aphids are guarded. A rival faction of red ants clicks their mandibles in aggression. The black ant captain decides on a wide flank. She prioritizes the mission over a costly skirmish in the sun. The massive golden curve of the peach appears. It towers over the landscape like a fallen monument of gods. The workers begin their ascent. Their hooks find purchase in the soft, fragrant flesh of the fruit as they climb. Harvesting begins with surgical precision. Each ant carves out a translucent amber sphere of nectar to carry back. The weight of the treasure is immense. It strains their muscles as they begin the grueling journey home. The atmosphere shifts as a low hum fills the air. A scouting party from the Red Ant Empire approaches. The red ants emerge from the shadows. Their numbers are far greater than reported, blocking the main path home. A tense standoff ensues at the base of a rock. Both sides wait for the slightest movement to ignite conflict. The clearing erupts into a chaotic blur. Snapping mandibles and grappling limbs fill the air as the battle begins. The black ant captain rallies the defenders. They form a tight circle to protect the harvesters and their cargo.
We move together.
They use the terrain to their advantage. The attackers are pushed back into a narrow crevice where numbers don't count.
Advance, my squad. To the left. Now! Push forward with strength. The mission awaits.
Suddenly, the ground begins to tremble with a rhythmic vibration. A thunderous sound silences the combatants instantly. A massive stag beetle crashes through the undergrowth. Its armor clashes against stones as it searches for a meal. The giant insect tosses red ants aside like leaves. Its massive horns sweep through the battlefield with indifferent destruction. The black ant captain signals a desperate retreat. She orders the workers to dive into a narrow root hollow.
Inside, now! Faster! Faster! Move it! Follow the captain!
They watch from the darkness as the beetle devastates the area. Its sheer size turns the field into carnage. A sudden crack of thunder echoes through the forest. It is followed by the drumming of rain hitting the canopy. The drizzle turns into a torrential downpour. Each drop hits the ground with the force of a falling boulder. The hollow beneath the root begins to flood. The black ants are forced to abandon their shelter immediately. They struggle through the rising mud. The current threatens to sweep away the wounded and their nectar. A flash of lightning shows a wall of water. It rushes down the slope toward their precarious position.
The peak is wet, but it must be reached. Climb!
They scramble up the vertical face of a mossy stone. They cling to each other as the flood surges beneath. One worker loses her grip and is swept away. The black ant captain catches her at the last second.
Just a little further. Hold on, friend. I've got you. Thank you. The current was too strong. Just breathe. You're safe now. Lean on me.
They reach high ground as the water consumes their path. The world below is a brown, rushing torrent. The storm begins to subside, leaving a transformed world. Glistening mud and shattered vegetation are everywhere. The path home is now isolated islands. They must leap across treacherous gaps over the rushing runoff. They navigate the heights of a fallen fern. The arching leaves act as a natural highway above the debris. As the sun dips below the horizon, the sky turns purple. First stars twinkle through the clearing clouds. The familiar scent of the home mound finally reaches them. It is a chemical beacon of safety. They approach the entrance, their bodies exhausted. Their armor is covered in scars and stains from the storm. The sentries at the gate stand aside. They tap their antennae in a silent salute to the heroes. Inside the nest, the nectar is distributed. It ensures the survival of the larvae and the weary queen. The black ant queen receives the harvest in the royal chamber. The lifeblood of the empire is secured. The black ant captain stands at the threshold. She watches as the moon rises over the quieted forest. The wounds of the day are deep. But the colony remains unbroken, a testament to the collective soul. Silence falls over the mound as workers retreat. They are safe from the cold night air in deep chambers. The cycle of survival is complete for now. But the wind promises new challenges with the coming dawn. The great peach remains a memory of struggle. Its juice is now the lifeblood of the empire. Deep in the darkness, the colony hums with a unified pulse. They are ready for whatever comes next. The stars watch over the silent mound. They are witnesses to the journey of the smallest warriors. Darkness fully embraces the landscape. But within the soil, the heart of the colony beats stronger. Everything is still. The march of the ants will continue when the light returns once more. A hint of light appears on the horizon. The endless cycle of the small warriors begins again. The mound stands firm against the world of giants. An empire of the small, forever united. Two ants touch antennae in the dark. A silent bond that sustains the entire colony through time. The next generation sleeps in safety. The fruit of the mission brings peace to the nursery. The heartbeat of the empire is heard in the silence. One soul, one purpose, one final rest. The story of the peach ends, but the story of the black ants is eternal. Farewell, small warriors.